Hi guys, welcome to Linux Automations. Welcome back. And in this today's video, we're going to talk about how do we upload artifacts to a repository server. So here we are using Sonatype Nexus, and it can be done in a couple of ways. So here, one of the way I'm picking up today is I'm using Jenkins to trigger my Mavin job, or so to start my Mavin compilation. I'm using Jenkins, and so my Maven is integrated with Sonatype Nexus, and so Maven will directly upload to Sonatype Nexus. Whereas the second method, so you can try it alternatively, is so you can use Jenkins to so compile, and you can generate the artifact inside the Jenkins, and you can use directly the Jenkins to upload to Sonatype Nexus. So that's an alternate way. So either of the way, so you can deal with the things. You can just do the same thing. And for today, we're directly doing our Maven integrated with Sonatype Nexus. Okay, and for this, actually, the prerequisite is going to be two things: that you should have Jenkins installed, and I'm using CentOS 7 operating system to install my Jenkins, as well as another one is Sonatype Nexus 2. Okay, so I need to have both these so software is installed, and I have those dashboards ready. And once you have those two ready, so the integration part actually falls under three steps. So one is you are going to install a Maven inside your Jenkins system, and after that you are going to create a repository inside Sonatype Nexus, so where you would like to upload. Or so if you just want to practice, you can also use a default one, but in this video we'll try to cover up how to create a repository event, like both release and snapshot. And after that, so we'll talk about how do we integrate our Maven with Nexus. Already have the code to do that, and so I'll simply update my details, and it just uploads the code as is. So let's go with the demonstration. And so here are the Jenkins dashboard I have. Okay, it's a brand new dashboard. I haven't done anything. It's very new. And alternatively, I have Sonatype Nexus also. So this is also a brand new dashboard, and I haven't configured anything till now. So first thing first, as I mentioned, so in the integration, so we're going to do firstly the Maven compilation. So for this, I would like to go for new item, and I would like to go for so I'll just create it as a sample project, and I'll go for freestyle. Just click on OK. So in the job, I'm going to specify my Git repository URL. So I have the Git repository URL over here. I'm just going to provide that. So here I have the Git repository. So I'm just going to provide Git repository, and ultimately it's going to be a failure. Why? Because you don't have Git installed inside your Jenkins system. So here is my Jenkins system. So I can install Git, and along with that, of course, I require a Maven also. I would like to include both. So Maven as well as Git, both are getting installed. So Git is to pull the repository, and once you have the repository, we are going to use Maven to compile the code. And here, once you have that, so you can just take it up. So anyhow, this error, for the next time it will go up because your Git is installed. And after that, so here in the build step, I just would like to go for running the Maven targets. And for this, I would like to use compile and as well as package. And along with that, I'll start with cleanup. So here is my Maven goals I'm using in my Maven lifecycle, and I would like to use only this much, just for starting to test whether my Maven code is my Maven is really compiling the code or not. So let me go and build it now manually, and let's find out whether it is able to build successfully or not. So Maven is downloading all the required plugins for the first time because I'm running it for the first time, and it just would take a couple of minutes to get it done. So here my compilation is successful and I can see the success, and along with that I can see on the build, so this is also successful, right? So it's showing as a blue color, so that means the build is successful. Now I want to upload this artifact into my Sonatype Nexus. So firstly, on the Sonatype Nexus I want to upload it into some location. So I just would like to update that as are creating a repository. So let me sign in, and there is a default username for Sonatype Nexus, which is admin and admin123. I'm just using those credentials so to set up some of the repositories. And here on the top you got some settings button, and here I have a repositories, the list of repositories which are already available. The list of repositories which are already available, and I would like to create some. So here we're just using like Mavin 2 and the hosted type, and here I just want to use it as so my project name, I could be given any name, and I'm using it for snapshots. And here as you are using it for snapshot, I'm going to select the version policy as snapshot, and you just create that repository. And whereas we are going for another one, which is sample release, which is especially for releases. So we are going to follow some standard that if there is any snapshots, it should go to snapshot repository, and if it is any release, it should go to release repository, so that there won't be any confusion. So alternatively, you can just go and I have selected something else here. Yeah, create a repository and just go for Mavin hosted. Yeah, so here I'll just go for sample release, and here I have a release option, and just click on create repository. I have the two repositories, and I can I can get the URL of these particular repositories by copying the URL here. So if you just click on copy, and I have these repositories. And alternatively, I have my Git repository inside my GitHub, so which is open. So you can also use this particular repository in case if you want. And inside my pom.xml, so I'm going to update. So if there are any releases, I would like to keep it in this location, and if there are any snapshots, I would like to keep it in this location. Okay, I'm just going to edit this file, and I can update the URLs so by getting the URL information from here directly. So this is for snapshots, okay, and I'm going to use it for snapshots. And whereas I have alternatively releases, so this is the releases URL, I'm going to put releases. And currently anyhow, so my code is having this as a snapshot only, so it is going to upload only snapshot. Okay, so just commit the changes, and now to my Mavin to my Jenkins, inside the Mavin lifecycle, I would like to add one more thing, so which is nothing but deploy. So deploy phase is going to take your artifacts and get it uploaded into the repository. So here I'm going to use another one, but there is another small configuration which is yet to be done. So that is your Mavin should authenticate to your Nexus so that it can deploy the code, otherwise, or deploy the artifacts. Otherwise it is going to throw an error which is unauthorized. So I have to take a small configuration there. I'm trying to do it here a global configuration, so which is not really encouraged in while using it real time. But here I'm just going for centralized file editing, which is settings.xml, or alternatively you can copy this file and keep it under your home directory, so which works fine, so which is .m2 directory of Jenkins. So here I am having the deployment ID as a deployment inside my pom.xml, and to that one I'm using admin user, and there is another password which is admin123. So now I have provided credentials and everything properly. So now if I run my Jenkins job, and if I go to my Nexus repository, so let's go to the repositories, and look for the repositories. And here I was using sample snap. I don't have anything currently. After this job is successful, so it is still running. Once this particular job is successful, then you'll be seeing an artifact getting uploaded over there. And you can see here this job is successful, and you can come here and try to refresh, and now you're going to see a version here. Okay, so that's how you can integrate your your Mavin with Sonatype Nexus. And now you can also Jenkins, you can enable like a periodic or poll SEM, so that if there are any changes inside the code, it automatically triggers a build and it can upload it into Nexus repository. So that's how the integrations are done. Okay, so hope you have enjoyed the video. So thanks for watching my video. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel and like the video if you have liked it. Okay, and comment it if you need any more information. Thank you very much.